Written and directed by Mel Gibson's son Louie Gibson, a family relationship in thriller film in an immersive fairy tale about a family living from the network, played by her brother Milo and his wife Annet Mahandru. Milo Gibson said to Yahoo Canada, "He was a character I haven't stepped into his shoes yet, and he pulled me in such a way." As a young girl, the Manifest West is told from the perspective of Rile Hayes, who sees the spiral of the family unit to an unidentified level. He had a pioneer family who once looked for a better life, Rile says Riley at the beginning of the film. The family came from a big city, but then his money was exhausted and they had to leave. He was a sister and a little sister, and a mother and father. They weren't perfect, but it was a family. Riley's parents Dave and Alice, together with her younger sister Mary, moved to a cabinet in the forest after losing her work as Alice's teacher. It turns out that Alice's bipolar disorder is diagnosed and Dave's hope will be better for her. I wanted to discover for myself, perhaps I wanted to give up this cookie breaker presence and try to live nature and see this consumer to see enough, Mahandru said about Alice's role. Funny enough, after the film, he discovered it for ourselves. The Hayes family may have moved from the city, but the chaos and trauma that overshadow their previous lives follow them in this new place. If you move to the top of a mountain, you go to a different country, your problems will follow you, wherever you go, they will catch up with you if you don't look towards them. Gibson said. Lexi Coker as Rile Hayes as Manifest West, also played by Milo Gibson and Annet Mahandru. Deciding to explain the story from Riley's point of view, Louie Gibson and Joe Deitch's an effective storytelling decision. It sounds like a new look at a family drama. The story continues. I think when you say that, tell me the eyes of the parents, I think it becomes too straight and a little boring, Milo Gibson said. So when you see him through the eyes of a child, I think how a child perceives his family life, what he holds on, what they do not hold on, and what they listen to. Maybe a more honest depiction, what's going on in reality, and parents may be prejudiced, Mahandru added. In the story, our daughter finally rises and says, "Okay, I'll tell you what's wrong, you don't actually know, you don't want to see it because you don't want to take the crime." Costa Mesa, California, October 15th, actors Annet Mahandru, Lexi Coker, Madison Harper Friedman, and Milo Gibson participated in the premiere of Manifest West at the Newport Beach Film Festival at Costa Mesa, California. He needs a lot of support and understanding. While trying to play Alice in an authentic way, Annet Mahandru spoke to a few people as a woman struggling with mental illness, but she also got her personal experience. Mahandru said, we were all worried about it, we were worried about making depictions injustice, because mental illness affects many people and needs a lot of support and understanding around him, he said. This is a very vulnerable situation we discovered, and that's why we all paid a little attention to it. It was nice to hear that there were a few people watching the film. It was my childhood, I had to see him because Riley lived the child's experience. And I feel a little better, while watching it, my inner child is accepted. It was nice to receive this feedback after all. Milo Gibson added. Milo Gibson, someone told us that what happened to us the other day, and some things that happened the other day. Dave tries to be there for his wife, and is blind to what he really does in doing so. I think maybe it comes to a point he won for him, and then he starts to swim like him, and that's why he starts to leave the two most valuable things they love more than anything in the world. Medium, unprotected, did not care. Manifest West is available on VOD/digital on November 11th.